Hey Virgo, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations and welcome to your general reading for September 2018. Let's start by saying happy birthday Virgo, happy birthday. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, and if you hadn't and you know how, this is a good time to check your solar return charts, Virgo, for those of you who still have birthdays coming up. It's not too late for you late August B-days to go. And if you can go to astro.com if you want. A solar return chart is the chart that it happens every year on your birthday when the sun returns to the exact same degree that it was you were born. And then it shows the position of the rest of the planets and asteroids as where they are currently. And this is like an overview of what the astrological year will be presenting to you. I'll give you an idea of some situations and things like that that could come up, and that kind of stuff. All right. This is a general reading. It won't resonate with everybody. Oh, what else do I want to add, Virgo? We're working with the Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake. And if we need to clarify anything, we can use these handy dandy Waite Tarot pocket deck. I don't even know if I said that right. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some cards. I feel like, okay, I know what I want to say. Virgo, Venus enters its shadow period to go retrograde tomorrow. And by the way, the moon is in Taurus. So, like I told everybody else, with Venus preparing to retrograde, it's slowing down. Start pulling back on making extravagant purchases. If you have any cosmetic procedures planned, I would suggest not even getting, what is it that they do? Microblading, none of that stuff while Venus is retrograde. I mean, if you have to, you have to. But if you can avoid it, any kind of cosmetic manipulation, changes, surgeries, procedures, if it's not necessary for sustaining life, I would hold off on that until at least November 16th, which is when Venus comes out of its retrograde, but it'll still be in shadow. So there's that. The other thing is, let's go ahead and start turning over some cards while I tell you this, is that one of the big themes, of course, with Venus retrograding is that there is an old lover that can show up in your life. So you want to be careful about that, because it could certainly end up being a dud. It may look good and then it turns out to be nothing. But there are exceptions to rules. If somebody does come back into your life, then it's because it was necessary. There are chapters to be finished and closed out, maybe some lessons to be learned, clearing the air. These things are necessary. So just don't get caught up in the romantic hype, because once Venus goes direct again, then it may not be such a big deal. So we got the Justice card. I don't know if I held it up for you. We got the Justice card. This is the 11th major arcana. It's ruled by Libra. We just talked about Venus retrograding, which actually isn't happening until October. But the Justice card is ruled by Libra, which is the sign that Venus is going to eventually retrograde into. It will start its retrograde in Scorpio, and then it will move back into Libra. I feel like that's important to say, even though we're a little ways off from that. The next card is the Nine of Swords reversed. And the last card is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Justice card, I mean, it is what it is. It's about justice. It's about being fair, just, and true. It's about balance. It's what you put into a situation, you get out of it. Whatever it is that is making the exchanges is justified. Libra rules relationships. This is the 11th major arcana. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 is generally about more than 1. So that, you know, this could certainly be about balance in a relationship this month for you, Virgo. In this case, justice is not blind. You know, you've heard that before. Justice is blind. Not in this case. She's got one eye open. She can see. The next card is the Nine of Swords reversed. The sun is coming out again for you. Something was on your mind, or will be on your mind this month, or has been on your mind, that may have had you feeling stressed and worried. That'll be changing. Not only is your ruling planet coming out of shadow tomorrow when Venus goes into it, so if you've been struggling a little bit, especially with the intake of information over the last few months, which these swords can be about information. If you've been struggling with what's been coming in, because Virgo as a Mercury ruled sign is about the intake of information. Mercury rules Gemini also, which Gemini is more about output of information. So Virgo, what you're best at as far as your ruling planet is concerned is ingesting details, information, facts, figures. And that may have been a struggle for you, and it may have had you feeling off your game, losing sleep. You may have been feeling like you was losing your good old mercurial touch. But that starts to change, because like I said, not only does Mercury come out of shadow tomorrow, but it will also, in the month of September, Mercury will be moving into your sign. And Mercury transit in Virgo is one of my favorite transits. Moon in Taurus is pretty good too. Transiting moon. But yeah, I love when Mercury transits Virgo, because I can't speak for everybody else, but oh man, the verbal flow is not something to be sneezed at. It just, oh man, it's crazy. I love it when Mercury's in Virgo. So that'll be coming up soon. So that should be right up your alley. You'll have Sun and Mercury in your sign. So whatever it is that's been making you feel a little antsy, whatever it is that has brought you angst and fear, you can start to rectify those things or leave those things behind. You know, I'm feeling like for you today with this card, you see these books that are here? There's been some information, I think, Virgo, that you were trying to get, and it just wasn't, it either wasn't in the places that you were looking, you were having trouble processing it, or you were just simply overlooking it. It's your ruling planet wasn't playing fair over the past few months. I'm sorry, over the past few weeks. So yeah, you could find yourself having been feeling off your mental game, Virgo, and it's okay. It gets better. You start to come out of that mental fog. The word statistics is coming up for me, Virgo, and the reason why is because people don't talk about it a lot, but we talked about this Justice card, and I feel the need to say that one of the things that Libra entails, which this card rules, is statistics. And that could go hand in hand with whatever it is that you were looking for. It might be some statistics that you've been trying to go over that had you bothered. Okay, so the next card is the Seven of Wands in the upright position. And this is about standing your ground. It's about not allowing yourself to be walked over and mistreated, even if you feel outnumbered. You could be feeling like you've had all of these just out of nowhere situations of people that seem to be against you. And it's like you don't even know what for. Virgo, I don't know if maybe you've had some outside people coming for you in regards to maybe some sort of partnership that you were involved in, and just out of nowhere I'm feeling like a bunch of people showed up, maybe trying to bash you, or like I said, walk over you, mistreat you. And that is something that could have been keeping you up at night as well. But stand your ground. Even though you don't necessarily know what or why, stand your ground. You can do it. Everything will be fine. Justice will be served. And you will not be losing sleep over whatever it was that has been agonizing you. We are going to pull some clarifiers. Specifically, I want to clarify the Nine of Swords reverse and find out what it was that had been bothering you. And let's just see if the universe wants to give us some insight. I almost want to say it doesn't really matter because justice is served, but I will not speak for the universe. I mean, I will, but only after, she gives me the go ahead. So, okay. All right, we got the Seven of Wands again. This is standing up for yourself. Standing for what you believe in, because whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you've been doing was actually the right thing to do. And yeah, man, people have been coming for you. But like I said at the beginning, what you put into a situation, you get back out of it. So if somebody has been mistreating you, if somebody has been coming for you, causing you problems, and you don't even know what for, don't take the law into your own hands. You take them to court. Oh, wasn't that on a TV show? Maybe it was a commercial back in the day. I want to say that was like People's Court. I stole that line when I said, don't take the law into your own hands. You take them to court. And maybe that's what this is, because we do have the Justice card there. So there could be a situation this month, Virgo, where there could be a judge having to intervene and make some rulings over something that was causing you problems. These people coming for you, and wow, you may have really felt like you're in a situation looking at numbers and statistics and trying to figure out what was what. It wasn't coming to you. It comes to you in the month of September. It comes. You're going to get these people off your back, but they are in full force. Full force, dude. Seven of Wands twice. Let's pull another card. Okay, the next card is the Five of Swords in the upright position. You know, whatever it is that has been going on, whatever the fights have been about, wow, somebody's not fighting fair. And they were willing to take other people down no matter what the cost. You could be dealing with somebody who is really smug about a particular situation that they think that they have won, that, you know, they are the victor, and really they're not the victor. They are still caught between a rock and a hard place. I mean, because they were willing to take other people down at all costs. And now what's left? Nothing. Somebody was treated so bad that they just walk away from it. And you see this guy standing in the forefront like, yeah, I did that. I won. No, you didn't. No, he didn't. And he's going to realize that when justice comes to collect. So if you've been having some problems with somebody or somebody's, because I do feel like this is somebody's, continue to stand your ground. Like I said, don't give up. Don't get weak. The universe is on your side. Justice will be served. And you won't have to worry about it anymore. And that's the way I see it, Virgo. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me ramble. If any of you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can absolutely do that. My email is in the description box below. I want to thank you so much again, and I hope to talk to you again next month. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if in fact you did like the video. And so you can start a dialogue in the comments section. You know, tell me what you think, what's on your mind, what's going on. If you feel like sharing, I'd be happy to hear what you have to say. Thanks, Virgo.